Over the last few episodes of The Water Drop, we've really dove into a lot of the aspects of Legionella testing, from program design to, what do I do if I get a result back, and in between. I'd like to highlight a few customer examples, and there's some really good, proactive, and sound organizations that are out there. So there's one in particular I'm thinking of, a senior living chain that has implemented Legionella testing and water management plans across their entire portfolio. And they've seen really good results with that, where their people do it on time. They've reduced the number of outbreaks. They had a ton of outbreaks before we got in there. And they're doing proper water management practices. They're testing to validate those water management plans and that it's working as intended. And they've seen really good results over the course of the last few years. And they've really flipped the script and gone from being super reactive, a lot of outbreaks in Department of Health investigations, to having a really clean slate moving forward. The other aspect I'd like to highlight is an organization that implemented Legionella testing but wasn't necessarily ready for the results. They had some results that came back and they weren't necessarily prepared for that. And so this is where I go back to, if you enter into a Legionella testing program, it's really important to know what you're going to do when those results come back, positive, negative, in between. So there's a couple different scenarios that are highlighted that we kind of think back to and have rewritten our script on how we roll a customer out on a program. But you really want to be proactive, have the communication strategy in place, and work within your budget. And I go back to this, I say this probably 10 times a day. Legionella testing is important because the only way that you are going to avoid Legionnaire's disease is to not come in contact with the source of Legionella. The only way to know if you have Legionella is to test for it. And so it's really getting back to the overall goal of the program. No cases of Legionnaire's disease. Don't come in contact with it. Test for it.